ọkàn wa etí wa yà sí mímọ́. Èyí tá ó gbọ́ jẹ́ kó fi ipa ọ̀nà ìyè hàn wá. Ká lè bọ́ nínú ẹ̀bi. Lórúkọ Jésù Kristi Olúwa wa.
Olúwa mi gbàlà.
Bí èmi ò gbẹ́kẹ̀lé, èmi kì yóò sì bẹ̀rù. Nítorí Jèhófà lágbára mi àti orí mi, ó sì di ìgbàlà mi. Èmi yóò sì fi ayọ̀ fa omi jáde láti inú kànga ìgbàlà wa. Ìgbàlà la ó wí pé yìn Olúwa, pẹ̀lú orúkọ rẹ̀ ròyìn iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ fáyé.
Sísọ lọ́jọ́ náà pé wo Ọlọ́run wa nìyí, àwa ti dúró dè yóò sì bá wa wá. Olúwa ni èyí, àwa ti dúró dè. Àwa yóò máa yọ̀ nínú ìgbàlà tó fi fún wa.
Hosanna. 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 It's a wonderful time in the presence of God. Who has made this day a memorable day in our lives and has chosen us unto this inheritance that we might be worthy for the goodness of his presence. Glory be to his name in highest. Of a truth, we are in a very unique day. This day, in the history of God and mankind, in the history of the relationship between God and man, is a unique day, such that this day gave the hope once again to man that there is possibility for life after death. Because if you remember very well in Genesis chapter 3, chapter 2, verse 16, God commanded the man and said, saying, of every tree of the garden you may freely eat. Of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, you shall not eat of it.
For in the day that thou eatest
In
thereof,
the day you eat thereof,
thou shalt surely die.
you shall surely die. Is that all?
The Lord God said,
No. You shall surely die. You did not, there's other thing after it. I was thinking you will find and thereafter you will wake again. He didn't say so. So it was an end that was proclaimed in the beginning, as in an end to a disconnection, an end that cannot be reconnected, an end that has no hope, an end wherein no one can be balanced again. An end unto forgetfulness. An end unto perpetual rejection. You shall surely die. God is a living God, never dead at any time, will never die. So when he says, you shall surely die, he's saying, this will be an end to you in meeting me. We will never see again. He gave no hope to those who are in the dead. Whoever gets in that line goes into death perpetually, and God remains alive. But this day, of all days, God began to create, and the first day, and the second day, and the third day, and the fourth day, and the fifth day, the sixth day, and God rested the seventh day. And he continued. But in his judgment, he appointed a day in himself. A day for reconciliation. A day to bring back. A day to reunite. He decided that will be the day I will, by symbolism, bring the two together and make them one. David saw the day. You know, David, God said about David, this is a man after my heart who will do all my will. He saw the heart of God, that there is a day. That day is not the judgment day. That day is not the day of death. Judgment day was before, immediately before sin. Judgment day was. Where he said, the day you eat of it, you shall surely die. The judgment day was marked. Only for you to eat and die. But this appointed day was not in the link. But God chose this day. Psalm 118, David said in verse 24. Psalm 118. This is the day. Wait. The day the Lord made. You know, every time we do anything, we will not quote, this is the day the Lord has made. No. God did not make all days. What is the beauty in the making? God did not create this day. Creation is imaginary. Making is reality. As soon as God saw judgment as an obstacle between him and man, because he pronounced the judgment day, the day you eat of it, you shall surely die. That marks a judgment day. And man died. And there was no in between, and there was no go forward. But God, being who he is, always want to be the faithful one, the just one, the unfailing God, the one whose purpose cannot be thwarted, whose determinate counsel cannot be changed. No variableness or shadow of turning within. He has said that man will have dominion. And the devil cut that word short. And God said, Sam said he got his word. He exalted his word above his name. What does that mean? God will fight for his word. He may not fight for his name. Although he fights for his name, but whereas everybody can come and say, I swear in the name of the Lord, and God will not do anything. He will just look at you. But when you change his word, he will disgrace you. That's why the Bible says he exalts his word above his name. So when he saw, after the creation, there was the judgment. God now decided, moving forward without declaring to anyone which day. But he declared what he would do. He had no day because he told the serpent, I'll put enmity between you and the woman and between your seed and her seed. He shall bruise your head and you shall bruise his heel. He did not establish a day to it. Did you see God? And the journey of that day is a 7-day journey. Going back to the beginning, God will recreate and rest on the 7th day. A 7-day journey. That's why I said, 7 days you shall have this. Go through unleavened bread. That is this period. But the beginning of that 7 days was appointed so that there will be a meeting. There will be a reconnecting. There will be a reuniting of two identities that cannot be disconnected. Never again. He made that proclamation with the Israelites in Exodus chapter 13. When he began to say, I need you to redeem everything. And when you redeem the ass, you would only redeem the ass with the lamb. And every firstling of an ass who is there?
And every firstling of an ass,
And every firstling of an ass,
thou shalt redeem with a lamb.
you shall redeem with the lamb.
If thou wilt not redeem it,
If you will not redeem it,
then thou shalt break his neck.
break his neck.
And all the firstborn of man
Uh-huh.
among thy children
Uh,
shall